Hi, welcome back to my channel once again. Today I'm going to be teaching how to cut and sew this Bubu dress with snatched waist. If you are interested in it, kindly watch till the end. Let's get started. So I'm going to be using this satin fabric, and at the center front I'm going to go in by 3 inches. From there, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to come in, that is the neck width, the neck depth by 2 inches, and then the width was 3 inches. So from there I'm going to connect those 2 points or lines together just like this. So that is the neckline for the back, and from there at the shoulder line I'm going to go in by 1.5 inches. Note you can go in by half, 1 or 1 inches, that is whatever you want. So from that point I'm going to be connecting to the neckline. After connecting, this is what I have. So now from that shoulder line I'm going to be marking my shoulder to bust measurement, that is 10 inches. So after marking, I'll go ahead and then connect the lines with my ruler. At this point I'll go ahead and then insert my body measurement, that is my hip measurement, which is 40. So after marking the 40, you can add from 4 inches to about 8 or 10 inches depending on how big you want the dress to be. So I'm going to be using 5 inches, so I'll be adding 5 inches to my bust divided by 4, which was 10, making 15 inches. So after that I'm going to be marking that 15 inches from the bust point through to the hem of the dress. So when you're done marking the 15 inches or whatever you added, just go ahead and then connect from the bust point through to the hem of the dress. After connecting, this is what I have. Now I'm going to go in from the center of the armhole where the 2 lines meet. So after marking, I'll go ahead and then come down by 3 inches. After marking my 3 inches, I'll go ahead and then mark 2 inches from that point, and then connect the lines together. This is for me to get the shape of the armhole. So after marking, this is what I have. You can decide to reshape it and get a curvy line over there. So at this point I'm done with the front part of the back of the dress, and I'm going ahead to cut it out. So after cutting out, this is how it came out. So this is how the back looks like. I had to join my fabric because it was short, so that is why I have joining over there. So at this point I folded another fabric into 2 and then marked 2 inches in from the center front. We are going to be using this for the front pattern. So at this point I'm going to put the back on it just like this from that 2 inches point. The 2 inches will be folded in so it wouldn't be part of the main body of the dress. So after placing it on, this is what I have, and I'll go ahead and then mark the neckline of the front. So I came down by 3 inches from the center front, and then I'll be maintaining the width of the neck. So I'll be connecting from that point through to the other point to get the neckline of the front. So at this point, the only changes I'll be making will be the center front and then the neckline, and the other part will be the same as the back. So at this point, I'm cutting off the center of the front in order for me to be able to fold it inside. So after tracing or cutting out the exact measurements of the back and the front together, I'll go ahead and then cut out a facing. So just place a piece of fabric under just like this, and then go ahead and trace the neckline and the shoulder line. So after cutting out, I'll go ahead and then mark about 2 inches or 2.5 inches from the neckline down. So I use 3 inches instead. You can use from 2 to 3 inches depending on how big or small you want the facing to be. So after that, I'll just go ahead and then cut it out. After cutting it, I'll just open the neckline of both front and back just like this, and then pin the facing to it. Take it to your machine and then stitch. So this is how the front facing is going to look like. Now go ahead and repeat the same process for the front. Note there is no cut at the center line of the front, so the facing is also going to be the same. So I'll go ahead and repeat that same 3 inches and then cut out. After cutting it, I'll just open up the front and then place it on with right side facing each other, and then stitch on the wrong side. So after stitching, this is what I have. I went ahead to fold that 2 inches in with my iron, as you can see the line. So from that point, I'm going to come down by 4.5 inches. And then from there, the slit at the lower part depends on how much skin you want to show at the thigh. But then I came up by 16 inches, but you can come down you can go up as high as 30 inches if you want to show more skin. So just measure the length you want and then just stitch. So after marking, I went ahead to join them together, and this is what I have. I have my opening at the top part, and then I have my opening at the lower part as well. So I'll be using this to glue or gum it down at this point. So just place it under and use your iron to pass on top of it, and then it will lay down flat just like this. Do same for the facing as well. So at this point, I'm going ahead to join the shoulder together. So I'm pinning from the facing through to the arm or sleeve. So just pin them together like I am doing. So after pinning, take it to your machine and stitch. After stitching or joining the shoulder, I went ahead to fold my sleeve in. So I folded about 1.5 inches in, and at this point I'll go ahead and then stitch or join the side seams together. So after joining the side seams together, this is what I have. I use bridal satin, that is why the fabric is behaving this way. So after that, I went ahead to cut out a fabric of length 26 inches, and then the width is about 6.5 inches. This solely depends on you. You can make it big if you want your waist to be snatched. So at this point, I'll go ahead and then join that part and then the side of the two pieces. And from there, from the shoulder line, I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder to waist measurements, or the half length. So I'll be marking that on both sides and then connect with my ruler. So after connecting with the ruler, we will be working on where to place the strap we just stitched. So at this point, from the center, I'll go ahead and then divide my waist into 4. Whatever I get, I'll mark it down. So I had 7.25 inches, so I'll be marking 7.25 inches on both sides from the center, and from that line I'll go ahead and then place my strap or the fabric I just stitched on top. So just place it on top of that waist divided by 4 line. So note we are pinning only the upper part or the front part of the dress to that strap before stitching. Don't join it to both front and back. So I'll go ahead and then stitch it at this point. So after stitching, this is what I have, and then you just hold these two together and then tie at the waist. So just pull it like this together and then tie at the waist. So that is all for the dress. Thanks for watching. See you another time. Bye.